Okay, so I'm just outputting 10, make output of 10, and account, okay, and output it 17. He will have 17, he will have 8, 11, he will have 15, so 17 will be the biggest one. Okay, let's try to figure it out. Okay, so we have a list where we should make a summary of all of the numbers. So we have, I found a little bit understood how these things should really work. So we have, let's go in this way. I'm thinking we have accounts. Maybe we'll go with the summary of all of the account. We can have a loop for each of these lists, and inside of the list we can make a summary of all of them. We can use reduce to make the summary, but I'm thinking that we have a method that calls sum or something like that to summary everything that is inside of the list. Let's check that out. JavaScript summary of array. Okay, not in this sum of array. Like if we should use reduce. Okay, but I was thinking that we okay, we can use reduce. I was thinking that we have some method or something like that. Okay, in any case, let's make in this way first. So let's make the easiest. Let account in accounts. And also, I really don't like this for in and for off, because every time I miss for in is for list or for object. Every time. I don't know how does it work. Currently, I'm trying to understand, like, we are searching something inside of a list, and we're taking key of an object. So in this case, I probably realized that in is for list, of is of object, but that was a quite hard thing for me. I remember it was one of the things that when I was taking interview, I failed, and I didn't have hard feelings about it. I was like, okay, but in any case, you're just writing in. If it doesn't work, off. That's all. But currently, with this thing, I hope that it will be better to remember. Okay, let's go then. For example, let's go with our console log. Yeah, console log. Or instantly. Okay, let's try instantly with return. Maybe my first variant will work. Account, reduce. We have three things. Accumulator. We have current value that we can write value, and we have index that we should not have too. What we can do, we can instantly just write accumulator plus value, but we also should write 0. Why? Because we should say that we are starting from the 0. I think also I think when we're not writing 0, we're starting with the default value, so it can be also okay for us. I'm just always writing 0, and that's how I supposed to mostly do that. I think I can make something better here. Okay, let's also create I was thinking to create the list with each number inside that, but we'll make that better. And also we cannot use return here because it won't close for it will constant function. So yeah, we should reread that. We can make it another way. We can write, for example, richest value. That will be let here. And then if account summary will be more than richest, we'll just change that. That's always better than making the list. So you will have a list of, for example, people will put everything that we have from the reduce inside of the list. We'll have a list of 3 numbers, and we'll try to make one more loop to discover which one is the biggest. That will be a problem. Even if we'll sort that I will try to figure the biggest one. No, that's all our bad ideas. So we can just take what we have from account and check if richest is higher than this number. So let's go with how to create this variable. Let it be let account, no, let customer consider each of the wells. Maybe let it be wells, for example. And let's discover if richest is less than wells, richest will be equal to wells. I haven't been testing that, but I think that can work probably. Let's check it out. But that's not ideal way because one sec. What did we have? Okay. You said that that's one sec. I can't reduce. It's not. That should be. Okay, strange. Let's go to console log account. I really don't like what works with types here because. Is it a list? Last. Okay, let's just comment it out. 0 and 1. Oh my gosh. I mixed off and in one more time. Yes, as I thought, it's the thing that I really don't like to do, and I was like always off is like for object. I was really thinking about that. One sec, maybe. Okay, that's strange for me. I was remember that that's for object, but they can work for both, but in different way. Yeah, it works. As you can see, all the 3 cases passed. What I don't like here, I really don't like first list that we have. Also, let's make this smaller. Why? Because why should we do like 2 of them? We can make only one. That's kind of complicated. Let's do that in the little bit next way. Let's think how we can go with each of the list without making like 2 of them. So for that, like we have account. We should just to make not the reduce of that, but maybe something better. To summary all of the numbers. I have an idea. I don't know how good it will be. For me, it's a little bit strange one. Like, one of the ideas I was thinking to take a list to convert it everything to the string, then to the numbers. No, to the string, then make an eval method. Eval method helps you. Oh no, why should we do that? No, without eval method, and then just to work like to convert it from string to number, but instead of comma to use plus button. But that's weird. That's incredibly weird. No, maybe we have something better here to work on with. We also account for. Maybe we can make a reduce. Okay, also one of the ideas. Maybe we can make. I was thinking maybe we can go to like check that with this list. Okay, I don't have any ideas, honestly speaking. I don't have an idea to make that easier. Let's discuss what people think we can have here. An interesting ideas of realization of that. We shape append. Oh, but summary. That's the problem here. One sec. Like an idea is not as what I was thinking about the what, but was a little bit similar to. We also create a range. Also, here we use in, here we use of, and try to remember where we use what. We're append inside of the list and taking the maximum value. I was saying that it was the way, but the problem here that even in Python we're just trying to take the biggest one, looking on all of the list, and that's not very good story, of course, because we're just going through all of the list a couple of times. I don't know if I will be able to find something better here. So we have with Python, that's understandable. The thing that I have been doing, like entirely the same, but probably based on the C++. We really don't have anything better. Now it looks like logically that we don't have the same thing. You can see. Okay, probably that's one of those tasks that we cannot make one list. But when you're on interview, what I discovered is always better to try to figure out if you have any other ideas, and it's okay to say, okay, no, I don't see any better ideas here, because sometimes there are not, like, there aren't such ways. Okay, let's go to the next one. Interesting. You will click here. It will take the next one. 73. It's the same one but harder. Okay, let's try to make this one. Okay, given an integer array nums and positive integer k, return the most competitive subsequence of nums of size k. An array subsequence is a resulting sequence obtained by erasing some possibly zero elements from the array. We define that a subsequence A is more competitive than a subsequence B of the same length. If it is in the first position where A and B differs, subsequence A has a number less than the corresponding number in B. For example, 1, 2, 3 is more competitive than 1, 3, 5 because the first position they differ is at the final number and 4 is less than 5. Oh my gosh. Really, I didn't get it fully. Like, honestly speaking, I don't like to read this description. Or, every time, it doesn't mean it is interview, LeetCoding, I'm doing it by myself. It's just not understandable for me. I can understand only the easiest things, not something like that. Even don't know what to say for you. Explanation on the set possible. I really like to reread that, and then at some kind of points I can understand it, but I think maybe for me it's better instantly to see input output explanation and then to read the discussion, because in this time I'll at least will better understand it. Okay, we have numbers 3, 5 to 6, k2. It means like what is can be divided by 2 among the set of every possible sequence 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 6, 5, 2, 5, 6, 2, 6, 2, 6, most competitive. Oh, I got you the problem that I have a real problem here. One sec. Given an integer array nums or positive integer k, return the most competitive subsequence of nums of size k. Okay, probably should just to translate some of the things here because I really can't understand even closely that. Oh, okay. Let's go to translator. It will be better for me. Yeah, on speaking, I have a great thing. I can just say, oh, I cannot understand that. Give me a sec to translate it, and meanwhile to find the solution on the internet. Sadly, it doesn't work every time, especially on interview. But an idea was good. Given an integer array, okay, given an integer array, okay, we have integers of the nums and positive integer k. Okay, that's understandable. Return the most competitive. Well, let's try to understand what do they want to say about competitive. Competitive. Okay, it doesn't give me anything good. Subsequence of nums of size k. On speaking, even by translating that, I still didn't get an idea. We have something interesting here. An array subsequence, okay, is resulting sequence obtained by arrays in some. Okay, I think this maybe sentence will give me an idea what do they want to help me on. What do they think to have? Because I just trying to imagine how they have been creating these tasks, like how we can write a task so hard that no one will ever understand it. Let's put a lot of interesting words, and that combination of what doesn't give you any idea of, and you should reread the task 100 times to understand it. But that's only my problem on speaking. I hope and think that all of you don't have them. So if you have an idea what do they want to have, maybe you know how to say that easier, please write down in the comments. Okay, let's discover. An array sequence is a result sequence obtaining okay, it didn't give me a lot of the ideas. We defined that the sequence A is more competitive than the sequence B of the same length if in the position of A and B differ. Subsequence A has a number less than corresponding. Oh, this gives me more idea. One sec. If in the first position where A and B differ, subsequence A has a number less than the corresponding number in B. One to three is more competitive than because the first position they differ is at final number, and 4 for example 1 2 3 is more competitive than and then 1 3 5, because the first position they differ is at the final number and 4 is less than 5. Amazing. And what it will give us? Okay. 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 Let's get to this task a little bit maybe later, because my brain tries to understand what do they want to do. Really, I'm not fully sure what it really stands for, because for example, 1 3 more competitive than 1 3 5, because the first position they differ is at the final number. So okay, we're checking, like, for example, I understood it, K2 K4, like we're checking like 4 numbers and 2 numbers with like rest of the numbers. But here is the problem. One sec. So we're checking 3 2 5 3 with 5 6 2, 5 with only 2 and 6, and 2 with 6, and as we don't have anything else, we are checking that with 6 one more time, because no, we are checking that only one time. And there is the question, why this is more competitive? I didn't get that idea. 2 3 3 4, like what we have, 2 4 3 3, we have 2 3 3 4. One sec, how did we get 4 here if we have 5 here and 4 here? Okay, I just really didn't understand this this idea. Let's go to something easier, and then we'll be coming back to this one, because that's something not very understandable to me. Okay, easy task. I'm so happy with doing that. Woo! Meta developer creating easy task. Oh my gosh, what's happening in this world? I don't know. But okay, in any case, just splitting the word, nothing too hard. Given a integer, return the string answer 1 minus index, where if I is disabled by 3 and 4. If I is disabled by 3. If I is disabled by 5. A string if none above conditions are true. And 3. So 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 4 5 15 1 2 3 4 5. Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe